What's good on YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing another video. Today I'm bringing a video on Power Rangers Legendary Wars, as well as a little bit on the Power Rangers movie 2017. A little extra bit, just because it's been a little while since I've talked about the movie, since the recent trailers, and there's been some TV spots that have shown like small little clips here and there. Usually it's just like one little scene or one little moment that's added in. Nothing extremely crazy, but just something to note. As far as things go, Legendary Wars, I wanted to talk about that. The mobile game is coming out the 23rd of March, which is not that far away. As of when I'm doing this, there's like 22 days until that releases, and obviously that means only 23 days until the Power Rangers movie 2017 releases. Wow. Yeah, that is coming. So, I thought I would talk about the Legendary Wars first, because a lot of people are looking forward to the game, because the game looks pretty awesome. And they basically reviewed what the seasons are going to be to start off with. Understand this now. Starting off doesn't mean that it won't change. It's going to change. They've already confirmed that it's going to increase over time. It's just that they want to start with a certain amount to begin with, and then they'll slowly release more characters that will both include villains and heroes. Yes, you will be able to use villains and heroes against different characters. So, as we've seen several times, they have Snide, but they're going to have other villains available to us that we can play as. But Snide's been the only one that we've actually seen in person as of now. But I wanted to talk about which seasons will be featured. Obviously, both the Power Rangers movie 2017 Ranger suits will be used, but also the Mighty Morphin original show suits will be used. And you can also play as the Power Rangers Zeo Rangers, the In-Space Rangers, Wild Force, Samurai, Super Mega Force. Mighty Morphin, both of those, Zeo, In-Space, Wild Force, Samurai, Super Mega Force, Dino Charge, and yeah, I already said that. So it's 8. And I actually had a feeling it was 8. Yeah, 8 so far. And if you don't include the movie, it's only 7 seasons. Now, as far as that goes, obviously not the worst thing ever. In reality, you could argue that they did Samurai, Super Mega Force, and Dino Charge, so that really, you could argue that actually, you add another 3 onto that, which makes it 11, technically. And actually, Mighty Morphin, you add 2 more onto that, so that makes it 13. Okay, so there's 7 seasons that are missing after that. So really, it's not as bad as it sounds, because actually that isn't too bad. What am I saying? That's 7. There's 11 seasons missing. Right, because I don't even have Ninja Steel, which is interesting to note, because you would think that they would want to do the current show, but they are going to do that, I'm sure, at some point. It's just 11 seasons are currently missing. Some of them are big-time favorites of mine, like Time Force. When's that coming? No, but seriously, I'm definitely looking forward to this, but those are the seasons that we're currently getting. I think that those are some awesome choices for starters. I'm curious to see how many of the extra Rangers we'll get. I'm glad that we're getting some of the very much so beloved seasons, but there are definitely seasons that are missing that are also really liked, but just haven't been announced yet, but will be. As far as villains go, we don't know yet. We don't know all the characters for a fact yet. We've seen cover art images showing off a bunch of them, but there are still several others that are supposed to be released, and it's going to be an interesting game overall, and it's not a button masher. We've also seen footage from a convention display that showed off Luby Lin, the actor who's playing the Black Power Ranger for the Power Rangers movie 2017, going up against JDF, Jason David Frank, the actor who played the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger Tommy, as well as the White Ranger, Zeo Red, First Turbo Red Ranger, and Dino Thunder Black Ranger. Yes, so we had both of them go up against each other in this game, which was very cool to see. We actually got to see some live coverage of it. They talked about it. For people that were at the convention, they actually, or a press conference or whatever, they actually got tickets put underneath their seats, which was very cool. So they got the ability to watch the movie. with everyone else at a certain date, which most likely is probably released or something like that. Still be very cool. As far as other things go, as far as movie goes, I want to talk about that a little bit. Just wanted to touch upon the fact that, yes, 23 days until the movie comes out as of when I'm making this now. Very exciting. We are getting extremely close. People are extremely hyped. There's been a recent emojis being put up, so if you want to put in your own favorite Ranger emoji, say it's the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger, the pink, yellow, I don't care. Anyway, point is, for the movie, if you put in any of those, make sure that the first, if you're on Twitter, I don't know if Facebook also has this, but I know that Twitter definitely has it. If you put it in, then what you can do is hashtag, let's just say Red Ranger, and make sure that the first letter and the letter R from Ranger is capitalized. If you do that and you hashtag it, you'll get a little icon of that Ranger, of like that Ranger head, which is very cool. Good way to promote the movie. Krispy Kreme is also promoting the movie with their own specialty donuts. They're gonna have the different, emblem, like the different lightning bolt emblems for the new movie, which is cool. But it's gonna be in the different colors of the different Rangers. I haven't personally gotten the donuts yet, but my father actually works at a place, works in an area that actually has a Krispy Kreme in the town, so I'm most likely going to ask him when I get back home from college to purchase maybe a box of them, and if possible, possibly review one or two if I can. I don't know. Don't hold me to this. Believe me when I say this. If I get the chance, don't expect me to do this, but I'm throwing it out there just for those of you that are here interested in hearing that. But yeah, could be cool. Again, looking forward to the movie a lot, and can't wait to see how things progress. We are also getting a lot of other merchandise in the near future, and I'm looking forward to seeing all that happen. And just in general, I'm looking forward to this movie, and there's been a lot of conversations going on about this, and there's been hype through a lot of other forms of media. Times Square has gotten billboards put up of the movie all over the place now. Also, all 5 of them are going to be showing up at Kids' Choice Awards for Nickelodeon. So for those of you that like to watch that, they will be showing up. They'll probably get to speak, which is very cool. So for those of you that want to see some coverage of that, tune in to Nickelodeon on the day that Kids' Choice Awards happens, which, by the way, will be hosted by John Cena, apparently, which is interesting. So yeah. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys looking forward to this movie? And also, are you looking forward to this game coming out a day before the movie? Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. I will also be including a link of the battle between JDF and Ludi Lin in the description. So for those of you that want to watch the battle, have fun. So, until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.